All right, today we're doing something really cool. We're going to take a book that's over 100 years old and turn it into a modern-day operating system for your mind. We're going to dig into James Allen's As a Man Thinketh and see how its ideas can help you build a life of real purpose, not just, a career. So let's dive right in.
Okay, let's just start with a really direct question, and I want you to be honest with yourself. Are you actively, consciously designing the life you want, or are you kind of just living on autopilot, reacting to whatever comes your way? The answer to that question, well, it's at the heart of everything we're about to talk about.
So many of us get caught in the autopilot trap. You feel stuck, you feel stressed, and what do? We blame our job, our boss, our city, basically our circumstances. We're always trying to fix the effects without ever stopping to look at the real cause, which are these reactive thought patterns just running on a loop in the background.
So how do we actually break free from that trap? Well, James Allen gives us this simple but incredibly powerful idea to help us take back control. And honestly, once this clicks for you, it can literally change everything.
Here it is, the big idea. Your mind is a garden. It's just fertile ground. And your thoughts, every single one you have, are seeds. Just like Allen wrote, every action you take, every feeling you have, every circumstance in your life, it all springs from the seeds you're planting, whether you're doing it on purpose or not.
And this is a crucial point. Your mind is never neutral. It's always growing something. So if you're not intentionally planting seeds of clarity and purpose, then guess what? Weeds of fear, doubt, and that nagging imposter syndrome will just take over by default. You either cultivate your mind by design or you'll get weeds by default. There's really no in-between.
Okay, so you get the garden metaphor. But how does one little thought actually shape your entire reality? Well, it's not magic. There's a really clear, logical process at work here. And this shows that sequence perfectly. It's a chain of cause and effect. Think about it. A thought creates a feeling. That feeling influences your choice. That choice leads to an action. That action gets you a result. And the sum of all your results, that's what determines who you become. So, if you want to change your destiny, you have to go all the way back to the source, the thought.
This quote from Allen just nails it. Thought crystallizes into habit, and habit solidifies into circumstance. Your repeated thoughts don't just hang out in your head. They actually harden into your automatic habits. And over time, those habits literally build the structure of your daily life, your circumstances.
So where do we actually apply this whole mental gardening idea? Well, Allen gives us a pretty holistic framework that covers the key areas of a well-lived life. This framework basically shows 7 key fields that need cultivation: your character, your purpose, vision, health, and so on. Every single one is shaped by the thoughts you plant. For now, let's just zoom in on 3 of them to see how this really works in practice. First up, character. This isn't something you're just born with. Nope, it's the sum total of your thoughts, built up brick by brick through thousands of tiny, private decisions that nobody else ever sees. It's a direct result of the thoughts you choose to cultivate.
Next, we've got purpose. Without a central purpose, our thoughts just drift all over the place, right? That leaves us wide open to petty worries and anxiety. A clear purpose acts like a compass for your mind. It gathers all that scattered mental energy and turns it into a focused, powerful force.
And then there's serenity. In today's chaotic world, this is a legit superpower. Calmness isn't weakness. It's a sign of authority. It's the ability to think clearly while everyone else is losing their minds. It's the antidote to reactive stress and burnout. Like the book says, self-control is strength, right thought is mastery, calmness is power.
Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? Let's make this super practical with a simple routine you can start literally tomorrow morning.
This simple routine is your daily mental gardening practice. In the morning, before you even touch your phone, plant one purposeful thought for the day. Around midday, check in and consciously weed out one negative pattern. In the evening, harvest one win from the day to reinforce positive growth. And once a week, prune a major distraction. It's a simple rhythm, but it is absolutely transformative.
But what about when stress hits you in the moment? Here's a 4-step tool. First, just pause. Take one deep breath. Second, name the thought. Give it a label, which takes away some of its power. Third, ask yourself this simple question. Is this thought helping me or hurting me? And finally, fourth, consciously replace it with a calmer, clearer one. This little sequence puts you right back in the driver's seat.
At the end of the day, this all comes down to discipline. You have to enforce some non-negotiable rules for your mind. That means stop rehearsing old arguments in your head. Refuse to spiral into worst-case scenarios, and don't indulge in self-blame. This isn't about being restrictive, it's mental hygiene, and it's essential for a strong mind. And this brings us to what might be the biggest takeaway from all of Alan's work. This isn't about wishful thinking. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Your outer world is simply a mirror, a reflection of your inner state, the state you've been cultivating with your most common thoughts.
So, what's the final thought here? Cherish your vision. That ideal version of yourself that you hold in your mind, that's not just some fantasy. As Alan says, it's the promise of what you will one day become. It's the prophecy of the reality you can build, one thought at a time. So the only question left is, which seeds are you going to plant today?